Welcome to episode 5 of Truck Case Mentor. I'm Fred Burkey, and today we're exploring the investigative spirit. Let's get started.
You may have had the experience where you've got this case, negligence looks to be a lock, you've got catastrophic damages, or Lord forbid, maybe your client was killed, but there's no other insurance to go around. There might be multiple parties so that they're all vying for the same amount of insurance money. It can leave you with a sense of just feeling hopeless and frustrated because you know your client deserves a good result, but there's just not enough insurance money to go around. And worse, you can only find one responsible party, so that there's no other parties that you can look to help fund the recovery. Wouldn't it be nice if there were plenty of insurance money? Heck, wouldn't it be nice if the government finally mandated required insurance that was realistic? Who knows, 25 million? All potential parties to the crash were disclosed. All interested parties might be listed on the rec report, so you knew who to look for and how to investigate them. And that way you could make an informed decision and settle the case that represented your client's needs and best interests. There are reasons you might not be seeing enough insurance coverage in the case. The motor carrier might have hired yet a second motor carrier. A broker might be involved yet not disclosed. Insurance coverage may be concealed, and that's a common problem. There might be many parties who have an interest in the transport who have been concealed. I recently helped a trial attorney who focuses mostly on road wreck cases handle a truck investigation. He took the case in, and his client unfortunately was killed, but there were several other fatalities in the case and only $1 million of coverage available. So there wasn't enough insurance coverage to go around, to the extent that as we looked at the case, we almost weighed the option of, hey, just letting the client take it over, submitting a demand for himself, because the carrier surely would have paid it on a death. I encouraged him to look deeper, so we pulled the SAFER report from US DOT. We obtained information on the motor carrier, including the number of tractor units that the carrier maintained. We obtained the address, flew over that with Google Earth, then discovered there were multiple units, more than had been indicated on the SAFER report. After looking deeper, what I discovered was one tractor involved in the case had a name placarded on the side of the truck, which corresponded to the motor carrier listed on the accident report, and yet a second tractor trailer at the same address had another name with a placard that obscured the original name, meaning they were both connected. So the one tractor was related to the first, meaning that instead of one motor carrier, there were two motor carriers. And in fact, this can happen all the time because it's not uncommon to have one motor carrier hire a separate and independent company to transport under its authority. So therefore, there's two potential sources of recovery. Added to that, in this case, we identified a third party, which was a broker. Many times brokers can arrange transport of goods and then hire motor carriers to do the actual transport. This gave us a third opportunity of recovery. All in all, $1 million of potential insurance coverage turned into $10 million of potential insurance coverage, leading to more than enough recovery potential to adequately compensate our client. The theory for a broker is that the broker negligently selected the motor carrier, and that provides an additional opportunity to find a recovery. So here are some things you can do in the future. Don't accept the no. Look behind the no and find potential. Understand the relationship between the parties. Look hard to uncover parties that might be concealed from you at the start. Understand how everyone makes money in what's called the transportation cycle. There is typically going to be a shipper, sometimes a broker, and then a motor carrier who's going to make the ultimate transport. And then, as I've said, sometimes the motor carrier can actually contract with a second motor carrier to assist in the transport. Look to answer both questions. What happened? And most importantly, why did it happen? Understanding the why, more often than not, is going to lead you to the key parties. Thanks for listening to Truck Case Mentor. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me personally. Email me at fred@truckcasementor.com. We'll see you next time.